Alright, so welcome back to this official launch of the UT point of sale, the business application that helps you to manage your sales. Just to repeat myself, I said in the first part that you could use this application in your boutique. Maybe you are running a restaurant, you have a small shop, a cantemba, or maybe a supermarket, so it can handle a variety of business types and ranges. Okay, so I showed you the interface and how it works. So in this part I'm going to talk about two important parts, that's the sales record and the manager. Okay, so this is part 2 of UT point of sale, and you are welcome to this video. Right, so after doing any transaction or every transaction that is performed on UT point of sale, there is always a time when you need to save this transaction. Okay, so let me just demonstrate quickly to get you back. Like this is sugar and it's 42, so maybe the customer gives you 100 kwacha. Yeah, you can see that the change is 58 kwacha. So after that you could save this transaction. Okay, so now we have saved, and this record is kept in the sales right here, and the date is June 14th 2021. Okay, and the item we scanned was sugar 2 kg, and the quantity was 1, the price 42. So this is the very transaction I'm just from doing. This means that every transaction that you do after you save it, it comes to this sales record. This sales record is very important and has important details. It keeps things like the receipt number of the transaction. It also keeps the date and time of the specific transaction, the cashier name, the one that was attending to the customer on that particular transaction. Okay, and then it also shows the item ID here, the service name or item name, the quantity, price. It also shows you important things like tendered cash, the change that was given to the customer if there was any, and also the discount value, the actual total, and also the customer's name and payment type. So you know that this is very important or cardinal information that you need to know about your business. This record sheet can keep up to 1 million plus of a transaction. That means you cannot even make it full even in 6 months and above. Okay, because that's a huge number of record. So this means that this application is not inconveniencing. You can use it for a longer period of time. So this is how good is this application. Very affordable, yet very beneficial, and can help you to manage your business officially, properly, and conveniently. Alright, so the other part, there is also the manager, and the manager has two important functions. One of the importance of the manager is that you can quickly check for a specific date or time range that you want to know how much you sold on that specific range. Okay, so let's go to the manager. This is the manager. Here you can select the start date and the end date. So the start date should always be before the end date. Okay, you cannot choose the date that is before the start date as the end date. It will give you zeros, because the start date should always be equal or less than the end date, and the end date should always be greater than or equal to the start date. Okay, so what I'm saying is, you can see I have dates here, I have some dates here, and the start date cannot be, maybe I pick on 12th June 2021, and here I pick on maybe I pick on 24th October 2018. It won't balance because this date is before or before the start date. Okay, but if I chose something like 10th 2014 to 24th October 2018, it will really display the sales. So between this time range we made 21,607.80. so this is how the manager works, and it's very fast, and you can check just within a blink of an eye. You only need to choose the start date and the end date, then it will display the figures that was sold on that specific selected time range. The other thing is you can scan receipt numbers. Okay, so as you can see, I have 3020 here, and this receipt is telling us that the customer was Elizabeth, and the address for the customer, the cashier's name was at Malu, Zambia. That's my name. The phone number or contact detail is my email address, business email address here, and here it also shows the item name and the quantity, the unit price, system total, discount, actual total, and receipt value. There is a part that you need to understand very well here, because I need to explain something. The manager is designed in a way that it picks the very first punched item on the receipt. So whenever you see the receipt value greater than the picked item, it tells you that the customer purchased more than an item, more than one item on that receipt. Okay, as you can see here, I have 18,100, and yet the selected item here is Dell Core i5, which is only 8,000 kwacha. So this receipt value is greater than the selected item. This tells us that Elizabeth bought more than an item. We can prove this if we went to the sales record, and first of all, let's master the number here. This is receipt number 3020. That's a 3020. Let's go to sales record and look for receipt number 3020. Where is that receipt? Okay, so this is 3020. It has to be down here. Yeah, okay, so this is 3020. As you can see, it has several lines, about 4 lines here, meaning that item, that receipt number contained 4 items. It had a Dell laptop Core i5 because it was the first punched item. That's why it was picked in the manager. But that receipt number also has B2 Pro microphone, C1U mic, and NRV CCTV set. And if we added all these the figures for each and every item here, we'll find that the total will come to the same amount here, 18,100. So this manager is very accurate and cannot give you false figures. So like I said, we have 2 important functions where you can check sales between time ranges, and also you can scan receipt numbers here. So in situations where the customer buys a sensitive item from your shop, maybe electronic, they come back later, if you are giving warranty and guarantee, you'll be able to just enter the receipt number here, and then it will be able to show you if that receipt really exists in the system or it's just a false claim. So this is where I'm going to end for now, and the next video will show you more features of the UT point of sale. So if you are interested, just contact me and I'll tell you how you can access this application. And if you are in Lusaka, we are not very far from the town center, we are just nearby, so you could walk to our office and you'll be able to access this application. It will really help you manage your business. Thank you so much, and this has been Admalu, the technology himself. Twapiam.